So like the Italian mafia idea is, I'm just providing for my family, and whatever I have to do to provide for my family, that's what I'm going to do. That's not what the Torah life is about. You can't just go do what you need to do to take care of your family and break the Torah. So you can't say, oh, I'm going to get rich off the abomination of rap music, or the abomination of filthy movies, or the abomination of left-wing politics, or whatever the abominations are out there. I'm just going to do it for the money, and I'm going to keep my Torah life safe and protected from this abomination. You can't just like profit off abominations and not be contaminated and dragged down by them. Like Lot in the book of Genesis, he said, "Oh, I want to go over here. It's like Sodom. It's like a good place to make money, and so I'm going to go to Sodom, and I won't get corrupted. I'll stay strong in my Torah, and I won't get corrupted." But a lot of us have gone into Sodom and dwelled there extensively and blogged about it and taken their advertising on my website and cashed their filthy semen-crusted dollars and like put it into my bank account, and then like bought tefillin and paid my shul dues.
Ooh,
and you can't hope to make money off corruption and abomination and stay pure and removed from it.
Let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah,
that's an interesting topic. Porn's always a good topic. It always sells, right? Nobody ever clicked away because they're starting to talk about porn, right? That's like doesn't happen on the internet.
Right,
it's like
right.
We didn't lose them because we're talking about this.
Right.
Okay, I understand how it takes the person down a level. Rabbi Miller used to say, just walking into a bar.
Yeah.
You don't even have to take a drink.
Yeah.
You don't have to mingle with all the idiots in there.
Yeah.
Just walking in the place for a minute is going to take you down a notch.
Or a Blockbuster. Not as much, but I know rabbis who will not step foot inside a video store.
Blockbuster?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Blockbuster?
Because much of it's tameh.
Okay, I mean that's me personally. I'm talking about like a bar though, where, like people are drinking, they're getting drunk.
Or a strip club where you go, women are taking off their clothes and they're grinding on you.
Right.
They've got artificially enhanced breasts. They're 18 years of age, and like you start talking to the stripper, and she tells you about Charles Darwin and says you need to go read Charles Darwin. So you go read Charles Darwin, you start believing in evolution, and you throw away your Yiddishkeit. There's a story today, this past week, about a frum guy who went to a strip club and got a lap dance, and he started talking to the stripper. She started talking to him about Charles Darwin and evolution.
Wait a minute. Wait, what the hell? She's doing a lap dance and talking about Darwin?
Yeah, she was a very elevated and intellectual stripper. And so he was a frum yid, and he'd come from a yeshiva background. He didn't know Darwin, and he didn't really have any answers for her as they were discussing, I guess, the creation of the world. And was there really a creator, or did we just evolve? So she told him, go and study. So he took the direction from the stripper, and he went home and he read the works of Charles Darwin, and he became an atheist. And he received this teaching from a stripper, and she said, go and study, just like Hillel. So be careful when you're getting lap dances.
It is crazy.
Like many of them, you'll start talking to the lap dancer about Torah, mitzvahs, and God, and creation, and chosenness, and often they'll be very smart, and they'll have you go read heretical books. So be careful that the strippers giving you lap dances don't cause you to sin by reading heretical books.
All right, so it does take the person down a notch.
Yeah.
But just by going in the place, and how much more so if they get a lap dance.
Yeah, they're just grinding on you, and
or they're watching the. But here's my thing. Okay. You mentioned that you got your money. You had a very colorful way of discussing it, of taking their money and it's paying for all your stuff. I want to ask you, do you think that's right or that's wrong? Do you think it's wrong to take money from that? Do you think the fact that you
I wrote on the porn industry for 12 years.
You wrote on the porn.
And I made most of my income from advertising for porn-related stuff on my websites that I was writing.
But you mentioned that you got to fill in with it. Do you think there's something wrong with that? Because I'm gonna say my piece either way.
I'm not. I think there probably is, but I'm not throwing my tefillin away.
I don't see where the Torah has any problem with that whatsoever. Here's my stance on this. Mm-hmm. You didn't do anything wrong, right? When you were doing this, right?
Right. Well, I mean, I did some, but not the basic operation was not wrong. I mean, I gave in and I got a few blowjobs, but not on camera. I kept them private. I was a different man then.
You took that money and you elevated it.
Yeah.
You put it into Torah use.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not like you stole the money.
No. It was honestly earned.
You're honestly earned it. You didn't steal it.
No.
It wasn't like we have a thing that says mitzvah lo abba al yidei vera, that you can't do a mitzvah when it comes
from a sin.
So that you can't steal someone's lulav and shake it. No. You can't steal money and buy tefillin. Yeah. And you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
But you didn't steal anything.
No. People paid me for advertising
space. They were
space.
paying your advertising.
I sold them advertising space, and they used it however they were going to use it.
So stop thinking about it. You're fine. What did you do that was wrong?
Nothing.
You didn't do nothing that was wrong. You were fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say a similar thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a similar thing. I have no problem with it. I used to be in a comedy show.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian. I used to do a show that was raunchy.
Yeah.
I was in a raunchy show, and it was like a whole troupe of people in this show. Mm-hmm. And a number of the other cast members of this weekly show that we had at the world famous Comedy Store in Hollywood, and I was in it every week for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay? And it was a very popular show. It's been running for years. And many of the cast members were involved in porn, whether in front of the camera or behind the camera. Mm-hmm. Like we had, the day job of some of the women were that they would do makeup for porn.
Yeah.
They did makeup for porn.
Yeah.
Or they did, something behind the scenes, the camera work or whatever. And we had one who was actually a model.
Yeah.
Nothing hardcore, but she was a model.
Yeah.
Okay?
Go lonely.
A what?
Go lonely. I'm just teasing. That's a gradation.
Oh, no, she was like the cover for Legs World or something.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, whatever. I mean, she did like a full spread or whatever, right? It's got nothing to do with me, right? We're in the same cast.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the audience, I hate to say it, was there to see her. They were there to see her. Yeah. She was the draw. I'm not saying she's funnier than anybody, but they knew her from porn.
Yeah.
They knew her from porn.
Yeah.
And she had the contacts. Now here's the interesting thing, is because we advertised on the internet. Now what do we know about the internet? The internet is the one thing that's always been big in the internet is porn. From day one, it's like somebody invented email, and the first email that went out was about, check out my porn site.
Yeah.
I'm webcamming tonight.
Yeah.
And we advertised them on the internet, and of course the people we're going to bring in are the people looking for porn.
Yeah.
Okay, so they found her, they came to see her. Our audiences were composed of people in the porn industry who she worked with, and people who watched porn. That's most of our audience was porn. It would be hypocritical for me to sit here and start saying, oh, porn is bad, you can't make any money from it directly or indirectly, because my audience for 5 years was these
and
people.
Many of the accountants and lawyers at the shows that kicked me out worked for pornographers.
Yeah, that's another way, secondary.
Yeah,
right?
If you're an accountant, or if you're doing their taxes, or if you're a lawyer who's representing them and drawing out their contracts.
Porn, so you need to understand, we're from LA. We're here in LA. This is the porn capital of America. Maybe not the world. They might do more like overseas. But in America, this is the porn capital.
Yeah.
It's the city of LA, mostly the Valley.
Yeah.
But they're going to be doing like the lawyering over here.
Yeah.
All the lawyering, Century City and Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
It's all going to be over here, right?
Yeah.
All the lawyering and the agents and the, and all the actresses are, working at the, the waiters. This whole industry, porn is right here in LA.
Yeah.
It drives whether directly or indirectly, it's going to drive a lot of the from base.
Yeah.
We're all going to get money into this community.
Yeah.
So it's hypocritical for anybody in the from world to say, oh, from, this is terrible, blah, 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 blah. Dude, it's putting food on your table whether you realize it or not. It's an economy right here in LA. If you don't